Ace.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Not properly.
Can you hear me now?
Well, a little bit better.
Hello. Hello, Ha.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Put the microphone on your forehead.
Can you hear me?
Put the microphone on your forehead.
Oh, I need to go to my mum's.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you,
Oh,
but it's not as loud as it normally is, but we can hear you.
Serious?
Yeah, but all right, what do you want to... It is what it is, isn't it?
My mic's all the way up though, bruv.
Okay, well, that's why I said put it on your forehead, but you don't want to do that, so...
All the way up.
Cool,
Are we live on YouTube today? Or are we just going to record it?
Yeah.
Oh.
How are you, Ace?
Hey, man. Are we live now?
Yes, bro.
Oh, shit. We're on YouTube right now.
Yes.
Oh, fucking hell. Sorry for the F-bombs. What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode. I thought that we was just getting ready to go. I didn't realize that we were actually live on YouTube. This is what happens when
you're late.
Yeah, I'm no longer the producer.
Oh, what are you meant to be doing, Ace, right now?
What am I meant to be doing? In regards to what?
Like work-wise.
What am I meant to be doing right now?
I
don't understand what your question.
Like, what was you doing today, Wednesday?
I went to work this morning.
What else? Did you do a Gussie radio today?
I'll allow it, man. I do it on Saturday nights.
I was sorry.
No, I went to dialysis early so that I could come and do this.
How is it?
I just got back.
How you feeling?
Where did you watch the game?
I watched it in a pub near my ass.
How was that?
It was a vibe. You can't watch them England games by yourself, man. You got to watch it in the vibes, man.
Good game.
When you see the racist man really out here, you got to be in that vibe, you know what I mean?
How were the man them in the pub celebrating Sterling's goal?
They loved it, man.
Yeah.
They loved him. Do you get what I'm saying? He's a hero. They love him.
If that Muller goal had gone in, though, he would be public enemy.
Oh my gosh. All his good would have been undone.
They wouldn't have cared about any game before that. He would have just been finished. Absolutely finished.
Can you imagine?
One mistake.
Boy, but look at that. They made the front papers. Was that true? Harry Kane is the star. I don't look at the papers anymore.
Yeah. You know what? I know a lot of people were talking about this, like the fact that Harry Kane's on the front of every paper, Sterling was only in the front of one of them. And yeah, like everybody goes straight to racism. And yeah, the British media haven't been they've been fuckery to Raheem Sterling like for years. But I didn't really see this as racism.
Do you think the media know that people are gonna lash out now and they just play on it a little bit more?
I don't know, man. I just feel like they
wanted. Do you really
think
there's executives in the room saying, "Nah, man, we print this, we print what we want, we do what we like," and they can't say nothing? Was
Sterling on the front page after the first game? He must have been.
Okay. I don't know. You know what is? No, I don't. He must have been. No more. I don't pick up the newspaper no more, so I don't know.
Hey, this is the thing, yeah. You see. Basically, it's fact that the black British players or the black English players do not get the recognition that they deserve from the media. Yeah, maybe from the country, yes, but from the media, no. Remember and understand, it wasn't too long ago that Raheem Sterling was being dragged through the media
buying a house for his mom.
No, right. Before that, for going to Primark and shopping in Primark. So they were dragging him because he's a multi-millionaire and he was shopping in Primark. Then they dragged him because he bought his mum a house, but yet another young white British English footballer done the same thing and they were praising him. So it's fact that black British players get dragged through the media for no reason.
You know what it is for me though, yeah? I just don't want us to complain about it no more. Like, we know what it is. They don't like us. We don't need to like them. When was the last time you bought a newspaper? We don't buy newspapers. Like, wait, let me just say, on my social media today, I never saw one picture of Harry Kane. Anybody I'm following is posting Raheem Sterling. So I just get all of that positive imagery. I don't need to go to the Sun or the Mirror to get my positive imagery.
Ace, you're absolutely right, but you are not the country, and this is the problem. Yeah, these black
not a problem because I'm not absorbing it. I don't care.
No, but you don't care. But these black players do. These black players, yeah, bro. Do you know what it takes to get to Raheem Sterling's level? The blood, sweat, and tears that you have to go through to get to Raheem Sterling's level, and you have not single-handedly, but you have kept England in this competition. You, not Harry Kane. You have kept England in competition, and you still can't get the recognition that you deserve. It has to be spoken about, and it has to be put out there. It has to be, bro.
I think today's one is a bit of. I get everything you're saying because you're totally right, but I think today's one is a bit of us. I think it's a bit whingy. Let me explain why. The story is Harry Kane's been having a shit Euros and he finally scored. That's why he's on the front page. That's how I saw it. That's the story to them. Like, shit, what's going on? Harry Kane ain't been turning up. And yesterday he turned up. So that's why they're gassed. But other than that,
he didn't actually turn up. He just scored a goal, to be fair, though.
He didn't really turn up, but he finally scored, is my point.
Yeah,
like, that's what they're gassed about. It's not like, I don't think it's a slight to Raheem Sterling. I'm sure, like, again, I don't buy newspapers, so I don't know what was on the front page after the first 3 games, but I'm sure Raheem Sterling was on the front page after the first game, and the what was the other game? Was it Croatia and what was the other game?
It's Sweden.
Anyway,
Scotland.
Yeah, no, but no, what Scotland was 0-0.
Yeah.
What was the other goal that he scored?
Czech.
There you go.
Croatia.
I'm sure there were more pictures. I don't know. Forget. I'm sure there were. My point is, I'm sure there were more pictures of Raheem Sterling during those games, and I just feel like the story this morning was, Harry Kane actually.
No, but this is the thing. It's not good enough, and because all right, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why it's not good enough. You see, all the other games, Harry Kane wasn't on the front page for how bad he's been playing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't on the front page about Harry Kane should be dropped as captain, or Harry.
That's not the story, though. That's not the story. We want to. It's coming home, bro. It's coming home.
But this is my point, though. This is my point. It was the story. See how you're saying on your timeline. You see in the barbershop and around the people that I know, it's all about, should Harry Kane still be captain? Should Harry Kane be starting? Should Harry Kane be substituted at half time? Because you're not performing. You see in the first 2 games, he had 6 touches in the first 2 games.
He was shook. Do you think he's shook? I just think he's shook.
Bro, you know what it is? People have a bad patch, innit? Players go for a bad patch. At no point am I saying Harry Kane's dead, because he's undoubtedly England's best striker. But in this competition, no. And now you kind of ask the question: should a man like Jamie Vardy have gone? Because Jamie Vardy, he's just an assassin. He don't care. He's everywhere he goes. But we're digressing. The reality is, we cannot let the British media off. And I had a conversation with Ash earlier, about this. And what a good thing that he said was, it's not England as a country, because England as a country is kind of governed by the media and what the media put out. Yeah. So the reality is, people are running around screaming Harry Kane, Harry Kane, Harry Kane. When in my eyes, you don't deserve that screaming. Like, you don't deserve that screaming. Do you understand? Raheem Sterling deserves that screaming. So scream for Raheem Sterling. And if anyone that was watching the game, Rio Ferdinand, all Rio Ferdinand kept on saying after Sterling scored is, now start putting some respect on my man's name, because you man have been killing man for years. Put some respect on my man's name. And he still can't get it. It's a joke. It's actually a joke. And I don't get me wrong. I see your angle. And I get your angle as the story that, Harry Kane hasn't been doing well and he's finally scored. But that's not what the media was making out, that Harry Kane saved the England team. Nah, rude boy. Nah, fun all of that.
But also, like, my frustration is, like, it's the same, like, frustration I sometimes have when we have black artists in this country that complain about not getting certain awards or nominated for certain awards, and it's like, yo, no, that's their thing. Let them have it. It's fine. They don't want to acknowledge us. It's fine. Like, we got our own thing. We have our own. We need to not be looking at the mirror and the sun and being like, oh, how come you even put our guy on the? Why do we care? Like, we just need our own thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense, and us crying that the Mirror and the Sun and the Daily Mail are not represented. Like, we just don't pick up the papers. Just don't get involved in it. We just need our own thing.
Ace, this is the thing. These are national newspapers for our national country, which is
the Brit Awards is an award show. Is for British music.
Ace, I'm going to tell you the difference between music
and Mobo comes. Bam.
I'm going to tell you the difference.
The Grammys don't want to represent us. Bam, we get BET awards. Like, we just need to do our own thing.
So what do you propose to elevate Raheem Sterling?
This is what I would say. No, we're not talking about the sport. We're talking about the media. So I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about the people that acknowledge the music. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not talking about the music industry. I'm talking about the award shows. Same way I'm not talking about the sport of football. I'm talking about the media and how they report on football. It's totally different.
Okay, so what do you propose? Because right now there is a movement.
What I propose is we just don't care. Like, that's their thing. Let them have it. It's fine. We just don't care.
You see that attitude there, yeah? Bro, you can't turn around and say, well, you know what? The police are racist. We know they're racist, so we don't care. Let them have it.
Totally different. Because black people are dying at the hands of police. It's totally different. It's totally different. That's totally different.
Do you know what? I'm going to give you that one.
That's totally different.
Because it's two different levels. I'm going to give you that one. But the importance, the importance of the media moving correct when it comes to England players as a whole, it affects the England players. It affects us as a nation. Like
I just think, don't you think that there's just too much of us like wanting to be accepted? It's like, please like me, like F that. If that was always our thing, there'd be no Mobo Awards, there'd be no BT, there'd be nothing for us. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, why is it always like, oh, please put us on it? Like, why do we care? Like I said, I'm on social media today. I didn't see no Harry Kane. I just saw Raheem Sterling.
Absolutely. You know what the funny thing is, yeah? It's very much like the whole Black Lives Matter thing, yeah? Fam, just treat man equally. Man's not begging to be liked. You can see what Raheem Sterling does on the football pitch every single week. He's not begging to be liked. He doesn't care. But the reality is, yeah, treat man equally, bro.
And if they don't,
say it again.
And if they don't, then what? What are we gonna do?
You know what the funny thing is? If they don't, we just keep the fight going, because it can't be a case of, oh, well, if they don't, we should stop making noise. No, rude boy. No, we can't stop making noise. That don't even make no sense. How can you stop making noise at injustice, bro? That makes no sense.
My point is, like, if they don't, then they don't. We just need to empower the voices, or a newspaper that is going to do the right thing. We need to empower the ones that are doing the right thing and just leave the ones that aren't. So, like, as
you know what it is? You know what it is? By making noise at injustice doesn't mean you're not still promoting and empowering your own. You can do both at the same time. Like, man's not, bro, the amount of posts that I put up about Raheem Sterling and whatever else, fam, it's amazing. It's amazing. And man need to recognize that. But also in the same breath, like, man can't ignore the fact that once again, and this goes back to what I said the other day about wearing an England shirt. These are the reasons why I would never wear an England shirt. These are the reasons why. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just like, no, you like that. Say that again?
You're tempted to now, though, isn't it?
Nah, rude boy. I get a Jamaican shirt with Sterling on the back. I get that. You know what I mean? I can't beat that. But nah, well, you know, we could talk about this all day, but I just think,
fight the power, man. You know, fight the power.
Big up to Raheem Sterling, mad thing.
Great scenes yesterday. Amazing scenes.
Absolutely. And I can't lie. I was jubilant. You know, not because we beat Germany, and I am saying we, because I am a resident of this country, and I do support England when they are in international competitions. I think it was a great performance. We done well. Big up to the men then.
Salute.
You know, representing the England squad.
Big up to Trevor. Big up to Trevor B, who agrees. We need our own team. Well, like newspapers are dead in it. Like when was actually? I can imagine Lee goes and buys a paper with his coffee. You seem like that guy, innit? Like Lee will go and buy a paper, like sit down with his coffee.
Yeah, by the pond.
Yeah.
before I start an intense day's work.
Really?
Trust me, man.
You know, all your news is on your phone, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's not the same. There's nothing like the paper, man. That smell, you know that smell of the newspaper. Do you know that smell? I love the smell of paper, man. Smell the newspaper. It smells nice. It smells nice, man. With a little Bakewell tart.
Do you know what it is? I'm with Lee. There's something. You know what it is? You see, when you read in the newspaper, there's certain little stories that you'll catch in the newspaper that you won't see on your phone. Even if you get those same newspapers on your phone, it's different. You're not catching them little weird and wonderful stories that are in the corner. Do you know what I mean?
No, I can't mess with newspapers because I need to be up. Sorry, I'm choking on peanut.
Need to be what?
I need to be up to the time. And I'm always going to feel like the newspaper was like yesterday.
No. Do you know what's good about the newspaper? There's sections, like Damon said in it. And you know, like the horoscope. I wouldn't really check my horoscope unless I had the newspaper. I wouldn't go on Google my horoscope. But when it was the newspaper, I definitely flicked to the horoscope. Yep, we're going to have a good day today. Definitely a day to play the lottery. You get what I'm saying? It's telling me what I need to do. Do you know what I mean? Then you got the football section. You got the little scummy section where it's an idiot piece of news. You know what I'm saying? You can get diverted all over that paper. Whereas if it's just my feed, I'm keeping it real black on my feed. 100%. Yeah.
So, like, for instance, so there's a breaking story right now.
Go on.
Bill Cosby.
Your guy, Ace. You must be happy.
It's not my guy. He's not my guy.
That's my guy still. That's my guy still.
Ace, listen, you defended him for a good solid
for a long time. A long time.
Solid year after the conviction, you defended him. So
it wasn't after the conviction. It was before he actually went to jail.
Let's be honest here. Is he still going to be seen as a sex offender?
Yeah, of course he is.
But he got overturned.
Yeah, but it's because he wasn't given a fair trial.
But do you know what though? But that could be due to a lot of things. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like the evidence, him not being given a fair trial, the evidence could have been wishy-washy from early doors. But because
I've been doing research. I'll tell you what happened. Yeah. So basically, we shouldn't laugh because this is a serious matter. But basically, so he did a deposition in 2005 for a civil case, which was a sexual assault case again. Then you know, like in the deposition, you can't lie. You got to tell the truth.
Yeah.
So in this deposition, he actually admits to using drugs to have sex with women. Doesn't say rape, he said have sex with women. And as
without them, did they know? Did they know though? And he's saying they didn't know.
We don't know what's in the deposition, but that's what he admits to. He admits to having sex with women and using drugs to have sex with women. Yeah. So he says that in a deposition. And part of the deal of him doing this deposition was like, look, I'll do the deposition, but you need to seal this, and this can never come out to the public ever. That was part of the deal.
Oh, okay.
Then the trials happened, and they've opened the thing, and they've used the deposition in court. And that was already part of his thing. Was like, look, you can't use this because this was for something else. What I'm in court for is for one woman, and also they used all of these. They used testimonies from other victims, and those. So people were judging it on the testimonies of other victims, and they're not judging it on one case.
Okay.
Yeah, so they did it. They were a bit messy, and that's why it's been overturned. Not to say he didn't do it, or he did do it. We don't know.
Nah, man, he didn't do it. Man.
But like they went so far out of their way to try and get him. They didn't. Yeah. They didn't cross the T's and dot the I's, and that's why now this has happened.
Well, that's the thing. To be honest with you, no matter what you do, you have to give. Everyone deserves a fair trial, innit?
Exactly.
And if you're gonna corrupt stories or whatever, then you're doing yourself an injustice because that person will get off, and your shit will go down the drain, innit?
How long has Bill been in prison now?
2 years.
I don't know, but I thought
only 2 years.
Younger. He come out looking younger.
2 years of I think he got a 10 or a 12. So he's done two.
I thought he was gonna die in there. You know.
I thought he was in there much longer than that.
I thought he was gonna die in there. I never expected it to ever come out. I thought you're gonna get a news one day. Bill Cosby dies in prison, but I reckon that he might have had the whole wing on lock. Just bare jokes.
You think so?
Writing plays in there, yeah.
83 years old. Do you know what? I was watching it. So I've been like researching it today. And the things that he was about to do before all of this came out, he was about to have a resurgence in his career. Like he had a Netflix special that he just signed a big deal for, and a book. He was doing all of these different things. And it's just all done now. It's done. Absolutely finished. There's nothing he can do. Like we say he's out of prison, but he's not really.
Yeah,
like,
but you say that, but I reckon if he writes a book, it will still people still gonna buy it. I would buy it.
Would you?
Because you want to see what he's gonna write in the book.
So if R. Kelly made an album, would you buy the R. Kelly album?
If who?
R. Kelly. If R. Kelly made an album, would you buy the new R. Kelly album?
100%. Of course I would.
Why?
Because my mind's telling me no, but my body telling me yeah.
You're an idiot. I see the memes already. People saying, R. Kelly's somewhere feeling hopeful.
I don't associate the people with the things, innit? Apart from Gary Glitter. You wanna be my gang, my gang. I think that's a mad tune.
Oh, because of the tune. But R. Kelly's got mad tunes as well.
I know, but I don't know something about Roberts. It's different for me, man. I'm dying to play him. I don't play him because I'm just following the crowd. But realistically, I want to play him. Happy people, yeah. That tune makes you feel good. Come on, man.
Do you know what? I'm at a place now, yeah, where I will never judge anybody for wanting to listen to R. Kelly. Because if you can honestly separate the art from the artist, that's you.
Yeah,
you can do that. I can't. I genuinely can't. But if you can, then that's fine. I can't judge you for wanting to do that, but I can't do that. I can't.
There's probably loads of artists that are probably worse than him that we all enjoyed on a day-to-day. Do you get what I'm saying?
We don't know though, but we don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. And but when we do find out, then we can take action. You're mad. You know what it is? I might not say anything to you, yeah, if you want to entertain these people, because that's what it is. You're entertaining these people. You're looking past some atrocious, heinous behavior, yeah, for your own pleasure, for whatever you're getting out of it. I can't look past people like that. I can't be around people like that. Like I can't. No way.
I can't be around. No, you see the meme that said, if R. Kelly gets out of jail and throws a free concert, would you go?
I've seen it.
Lee would be front row, boy.
You know what?
My song for real.
Lee's gonna offer his services. Lee
Trust me.
will pick up and take him there.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't listen to his music and think I want to draw a young thing. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why I just think. That's why I just.
Lee, that's not the point.
Listen, just know that if you see anybody at that concert in a Lakey tracksuit and a balaclava and a hat, it's not me. I promise you. It's not me.
Yeah. Hey, £1 million a year contract to DJ for him.
Nah, it's not me. It's not me. It's not me.
5 million a year to DJ for him. 5 million a year
in a Bali. In a Bali. No, a Bali. I shave off my beard. I'd be over a Bali. I wouldn't. Nah. I couldn't.
Let Robert live, man. Let Robert live, man. We don't even know if it's true yet.
We know,
You're mad.
We know,
You're mad.
Is he actually convicted? Is the trial done? Is he actually convicted for it?
No, not yet.
How do we know?
What is he in jail for? What's he in jail for?
It's on remand, isn't it?
So we find out what his actual case, what his actual charges are. Hold on.
Jail for? Because
I think what it is you know when there's so many allegations that are that serious, yeah, and you've got enough money that you could flee. That's when they put you in prison. That's when they remind you for a little while. I could be wrong.
Oh my God! Did you hear that remand statistics today?
No, go on.
All right, we'll get to that in a second. Hold on. Okay, he is facing federal charges in Illinois for child pornography and obstruction of justice, as well as the state charges of aggravated criminal sexual abuse tied to allegations that the singer sexually abused multiple women, some of who are minors. So we got child pornography, sexual abuse. We can't support that, brother.
Allow that one. Allow that, bro.
The remand statistics that came out today, I heard them on the news this morning, were that 75% of youths on remand, 75% of youths on remand are black.
Is it?
75% of the youths on remand are black. Let's just work this. We're what, 4% of the country?
Yeah.
But our youths are 75% of the kids on remand. What's going on? What
Hey,
is
I know what's
going on?
Hey,
Huh?
I know what's going on.
What is going on?
But you was talking about we need to get our own media. That's what's going on.
We need our own prisons too.
That's what.
We need our own police.
No, bro, that's exactly what's going on, bro. That's exactly what's going on. The media portray young black youths as, you know, the most craziest of criminals when the reality is, bro, crime isn't about color. It's about class. It's about poverty. Yeah, it's not about color. It's about class and poverty. And if you're in a, if you're in a
You're right there, mate.
You right?
What happened there? What? T Sam's. I thought it wasn't my screen that locked off.
What happened to him?
It just looked down, you know. The baby locked out the Wi-Fi. Kicked
I
it
thought
out.
he was honest. I heard it this morning though, but yeah, 70 remand. Oh, there you go, he's back. Are you there?
I don't think he actually knows that he went.
Sorry, I froze.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. No, I didn't. What day?
Huh?
What did you hear me say?
We didn't hear anything. As soon as you started, you locked off.
All right. So you see, crime. Yeah, it's not about color. It's about class and poverty. It's not about color. So it doesn't make no sense. And as you said, being 4% of the population, but 75% of the youth, it's ridiculous. And that is the media. That is governed by the media. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm going to keep on going back to it. But a couple of years ago, the media was portraying Raheem Sterling to be some gunman because he had a tattoo of a gun on his leg. Do you know what I mean? Like, they was calling for him to be kicked off of every football team in the country. It's ridiculous, bro. It's actually a joke.
It's horrible, man.
And the thing is, no, we can't build our own prisons. That's not the answer.
Prison is big business, you know.
We need everything. Yes,
of
three quarters of the children held on remand in London prisons are black. 3/4 of the children being held in London prisons on remand are black. 74% of children held in London prisons awaiting trial are black. 74%.
What's the
remand thing? Do you know the whole remand thing as well? Yeah. Do you know a lot of people are on remand and get no further action?
Yeah, just go home. Oh yeah, that's right. Go home.
A lot of people are on remand and get no further action.
I wonder how many of those people can actually afford to maybe take them to court and get compensation for the days that they're in prison, or how many just say, you know what, I'm out. Let me just go live my life.
How many of those 74% have just got shit lawyers that don't give a damn?
Yeah, exactly.
The little duty lawyer that's just like overworked. You know what I'm saying? Femi, did you hear this story? Fem.
He's mute.
Femington.
Femi. Can you go and put on the water, please?
Olufemi. Did you hear the story about the 74% of black youth?
Tell me, because I'm tired.
Oh, sorry. All right. 74% of London children held in prisons awaiting trial are black. 74% of the children on remand in London are black. 74%.
That's not shocking, though.
What? That's not shocking.
Yeah, because black people are overrepresented within the criminal justice system and also overrepresented within the custodial system. It's like not shocking.
That is shocking to me because there's not even that many black people here.
What do you mean there's not that many black people here?
We are not 74% of London.
Well,
so why should we be 74% of the prison population?
I mean, it's not proportionate, and obviously, like, you know, I'm just not shocked because, like, black kids are overrepresented within the criminal justice system, and therefore, like, the people on remand is going to be overly representative, and black people are overly policed globally in the West. So you're always going to find more black people within the criminal justice system in any Western country. So it's not shocking.
What was your mind like, Damon? Tell us.
You lost your mind. Me?
Him, you been bin.
Nah, not me, cuz.
Bare times.
Not me. Do you know what the funny thing is? I have actually. I haven't been. No, I've only been to the police station. I haven't been to.
You've been
into
arrested?
a jail.
You've been arrested?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You
I've been
ate.
arrested.
I got arrested, but it had nothing to do with me. I was his wrong
Oh,
person.
really?
It never
Yeah,
has
No,
you
anything to do with-
I've told this story before on
That's what
on the
they all
pod.
say.
I've told this
Wait,
story on the
wait.
pod. I got shift for being in a club, basically, where somebody got the worst thing happen to them.
Oh,
I remember that, yeah. And I basically walked out of the club at the same time as the person that did it.
I reckon you
So
did
they
it.
saw me and the person walking out on CCTV, and they thought it was me.
But do you think all the things that you got away with in life probably can kind
Oh,
of like...
I don't think I've done anything that like what kind of crimes have I committed? That no, I don't think I've done anything. What like
that warrants you going to jail?
no, nothing. I don't think I've ever
No?
committed a crime. Actually, yeah, maybe one, but not like
You never robbed the record shop for records or something.
no, never.
You never swiped them.
I'm too bait to shoplift. I would have never have shoplifted. I'm so shook. I would have never have done. I'm just bait. I'll be looking
No,
around.
you wouldn't.
sweating.
People like you don't shoplift. They just take.
I wouldn't shoplift and I wouldn't take either. I wouldn't do that.
Walk in and take and then bounce.
I bet you was a shoplifter.
I was the best. I was the best. I was the
When you
best.
didn't need to. I bet you.
I still like doing it.
Man
I still like
said
doing it now.
Lifter.
I still like doing it now. If I get a chance, I'm gonna try and give it a go, man.
You're so dumb.
Do you know what? But the thing is, like, even like the other day, yeah, I took a 5p bag, yeah, and I felt hot, bro. You know when you just because I reached over because the bags were behind me and I took it and I could see the woman looking at me and I'm thinking, is she gonna hot me? She can't hot me for a 5p bag. No way, bro. I was sweating on my neck piece.
Yeah, even
Thinking,
I
nah.
pay for them. I pay for all of
You
them.
pay for them?
Oh man,
All the time.
You're crazy, man. Are
Yo,
you mad?
man.
Let's pay for it.
Only if I have to. Only if I have to.
Nah.
Because I'm a man.
Oi,
I'm a
listen.
man that don't pick up. Go on.
Listen, you see when you're in the shop now and they're holding them and they hand it to you.
Mm.
Yeah, fam, I'll bare face, look in their face. You know when you end your shopping and it comes up on the screen, have you used the bag?
Mm.
I look at them and I press 0. That's how many bags I've used whilst I've taken the bag from them.
Yeah.
Fam,
Jail. You need to go to jail.
Nah, cuz, no way. Nah, you're mad. You're mad.
I just
Nah.
pay for them.
Huh?
I just pay for them.
Oh boy, you carry on doing that. I'm not even local to Co-op where I used to clap the green bags. I need to visit there again because I need them green bags.
Can we get
They were decent.
can we get a Wimbledon update, please?
Wimbledon update. Serena Williams as
Was that a real injury or was she just losing?
injury. It was 7 games into the first set, into the beginning of the match,
Was she winning?
and
though?
it was like 3-3. So she wasn't losing.
You know that person that you used to race in school and then they pretend that they injured themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Was that what she did?
No,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, okay.
No, and the thing is, yeah, everybody has been complaining about how slippery the courts are this year. Novak Djokovic complained the other day. I was watching a game today with Andy Murray before the podcast. Bro, both of them are slipping all over the place. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's on the grass. I don't know what's not on the grass. What they've done.
No,
what they haven't done.
they're saying because there's no roof, it's very humid in it, so it's very very slippery in it. But Wimbledon released a statement saying that their courts are fine in it. But obviously the players themselves are saying, I think what's his name said it to the camera. Did you see what he said? He said something about, oh yeah, these courts ain't right. Something's not right with the courts. He actually said it on camera.
Who said it?
I forgot what his name is. Kyriakou or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he actually said something.
There is something wrong. There's
something wrong out there.
This many people can't be slipping over on all of the courts. It's mad. There is something wrong. Yeah, and someone's gonna get somebody has gotten injured. Serena Williams has gotten seriously injured, unfortunately.
Serena
And she was in
Williams gonna come
tears.
join the Black Tennis League, my Black Tennis League.
Let's be honest though. How many seasons she
BTL.
got left now?
Brother,
She's getting on a bit, no?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that.
She's getting on
Bro.
a bit though, man.
She's on the way to win her 24th Grand Slam title. Like
Listen, I'm
No,
not saying
no.
that she
World
can't
record.
do
Is
it,
that
but I'm
world
saying
record?
that
I
Yeah.
think that equals the record or beats the record.
who's got the record again?
I would say she's got a good 3 years of top
No way.
top flight tennis.
No, I think she's got one season left. remember, she's a mum as well now. You can see that she's kind of like, she's obviously
Yeah, but her
invested in her
sister's
daughter.
older. Her sister's older than her and still doing bits.
Not really.
Yeah,
She
but
ain't doing bits.
that's
She's not.
She's kind.
She's not
She's
ranked. She's not top ranked.
She's not doing bits. But the thing is, you know, you see like Wimbledon. Wimbledon is one of them places, one of them tournaments that you get that you get an extra piece of energy to win. And Serena Williams is Queen of Wimbledon, undoubtedly Queen of
Yeah,
Wimbledon.
that's our favorite Grand Slam, isn't it?
When you step onto the centre court, it's like the energy is mad. So for her, yeah, she'll be back. She'll be back. She'll probably win another Wimbledon.
No, I can't see it, man.
Well,
You know why? Because I'm used to seeing her early. You know, back in the day, Serena, the early games at Wimbledon, she just brushed a man 6-love. When it's going all the way, you can see. Like she's done great things. I'm not saying she ain't done great. But she played the tournament pregnant, innit? She's done some great things. But I think now, you know, nature has to take over, man.
You think that for real?
Yeah, man. I just think sometimes you get, you ain't doing things that you was doing back in the day in your 20s.
I'm doing better. I'm doing better.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm limbering up.
Remember, listen, I just think you get to a point. I think like 35, I think that is your, after that, it's that slide downwards. Sorry, guys. Femi's still got to peak yet.
I've got one more year of.
I'm talking about athletically. But when I go to the gym now, yeah, my mind can tell me, allow it. When I was in my 20s, I'm going to the gym. You get what I'm saying? Now it's like gym, McDonald's, Nando's. Yeah, Nando's. Nando's might be a thing.
Tell me,
You know what I'm saying?
You're 3-5 and New Year's Eve this year.
Yeah, man.
We have to have the shubs of all shubs.
Man said we have to have the shubs of all shubs.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Shubelines. We have to have a Shubelines.
Did you see the Scottie Pippen thing?
No?
All right, so Scottie Pippen's promoting a book here.
Yeah.
And he's pissed with Michael Jordan about the Last Chance documentary.
Why?
Last Dance.
Last Dance documentary. Because he was like, that documentary was actually supposed to be about all of us, but you just made it about you.
Oh, I thought it was just meant to be about Jordan.
So did I. I'm not gonna lie, but it was actually supposed to be about that team.
Oh, is it?
And what they did.
Oh, see.
Yeah, so Pippen is pissed. But in his book,
Michael Jordan is the greatest, man.
He's the great, innit? We wanted to hear more about Jordan. I felt like we didn't get enough.
Man even did a documentary that was about the team and made it about himself. That's like me doing a documentary about Cut the Chat, but it's just about man.
It's all about you and your films.
It's like, yeah, man, and then I made this film, and then, call it Cut the Chat as well. It's just called Cut the Chat.
Oh, but do you remember that? I don't remember what finals it was, but they didn't have Jordan, and Pippen was like the man. So that was
yeah. I remember that final still.
They got to the last few seconds of the game, and Phil Jackson told Tony Kukoc to take the shot.
Yeah.
I remember Pippen was pissed. He sat out. He was like, "No, I'm not. If you're not going to let me take the shot, then I'm just not going to sit. I'm going to sit down. Take me off the game." And he sulked, and Kukoc still made the shot. Yeah. And Pippen's now saying that Phil Jackson is racist because of that.
Oh my God. Phil Jackson was sucking off Michael Jordan. How can you say he's racist, man?
No, you can't say that because Michael Jordan was making them man money. Please.
Exactly. Yeah, for real though. But come on, man.
Yeah,
look, Scottie Pippen is, you can tell from the documentary. Yeah, of course, man. Remember,
it's because he signed shit deals.
You got dead deals, bro.
Yeah,
he might not even be a millionaire. And you got to roll with them, man. You know that Jordan invites you around his yard, and you go around in a Corsa, blood. Vauxhall Corsa, blood.
It weren't his fault though, man. Remember, like he took the money early because he wanted his family to be blessed. So he took a longer deal. He took big money for a longer deal. So that even before they even like won any championships. So by the time like they were firing, he was already stuck in his deal. And everyone around him was making millions, but he's already.
You know what it is? What they need to teach black people about from young. What? Inflation.
Yeah, but what if his whole thing was
your money is worth less.
Yeah, but his whole thing was like, what if I get injured? Then I can't do nothing. My family.
No, but if you get injured, you need to bet on yourself in life. So imagine this, You're saying what if I get injured? So you do a 10-year deal. But what? Why don't you think, what if I don't get injured? What if I'm banging in 10 years' time? Do you get what I'm saying? You have to take risk on
Or
yourself.
can't you do like sign deals where you say, well, if we start winning this and winning that, my money should be going up as well.
You can, but imagine this, Lee, yeah. If you're signing a deal in now, yeah, for £1 million a year to do Cut the Chat podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds lit because right now you're doing Cut the Chat podcast for free with your brethren, right? In about 5 years' time, yeah, but you've done a 10-year deal at £1 million per year. Sounds lit. And you could even adjust it by inflation, which is 7%. In the past year, it's been 20%. Yeah, adjust it by inflation. So it sounds lit because you now do it for banter with your brethren. Imagine, in 5, but then Ace has done a 5-year deal. Yeah, but you've done a 10-year deal at £1 million. And in 5 years' time, yeah, Cut the Chat is generating like 100 million a year.
Everybody gets £1 million per episode, but you're still on the 10 million a year.
You're still on that, you're still on that money like a year, but like everyone's like, nah, we're re-signing our deal. But
so if that ever happened though, will you man drop me a little change out of your little thing? Or...
This is what his issue with Jordan is. I think this is what his real issue with Jordan is.
So you think that Jordan should give him some
bro,
money?
like I helped you get all these championships. Like go to them, man, and say, look, let's re-sign. Like let's look after Scotty.
Could Jordan have done that though? I reckon
Jordan had the leverage to do whatever he wanted.
This is the thing, yeah. This is the thing. Remember, them man was signing these deals in the 80s, yeah. So they didn't have the insight. They didn't have the knowledge. They didn't have people knowing what they know now, innit? Yeah, that's the first bit.
Yeah.
Secondly, Michael Jordan. Man, he's got trainers, yeah, that people who don't even know what Michael Jordan looks like. Yeah. People see the image of Michael Jordan, yeah, the jump man, and think that's the NBA sign. Wearing his crep. That's all Michael Jordan. That's all Michael Jordan. Yeah. Fam, remember, you know how many basketball players had trainer deals back in the day that just flopped? Brother, Michael Jordan's looking at it like big man. And remember, Michael Jordan had probably helped him out financially in the past already. He's probably broken him off some P.
No,
probably has.
I don't believe that.
I don't think he would have.
I'll be honest.
Like we love MJ, but MJ don't give a shit about anybody except himself.
I'll be honest, yeah. I'll be honest.
Especially when you know you're working harder than everybody else. Why would you rate them any piece?
Well, then,
you're doing all the work.
Well, then there you go.
I'll be honest, yeah. I like Michael Jordan, innit? Yeah. But there's a scene in Snowfall. Yeah. I think it's a meme now where it's like, me, that's who, me, that's him.
You reckon?
That's all he cares about.
You know what? He was the man, innit? He was the one that he won it. He won them championships for everyone else.
No, there was no team. He needed a team around him.
There was no team, bro.
You know what's mad? He would
have worked with any team.
You know what's mad? Like, there's this piece of research I was talking about this week. It's really interesting. I read or listened to somewhere, yeah, that found, yeah, I don't know if this is true for basketball, but that found that in football, yeah, and maybe other team sport, I don't know if it's true for other team sport, but I know it's true for football. They did this research that showed that in football, what matters the most is how good your worst player is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Not so. Imagine like you've got a team, yeah. You've got Messi or Ronaldo. It doesn't matter about Messi and Ronaldo if you've got like me and you playing. If you got me, you, Messi up front, yeah, and Damon and Osman just playing football with Messi, someone could still probably smack our team.
Sorry to cut you. Do you know a perfect example of that? It's Paul Pogba at Man United.
Yeah, facts.
I've watched Paul Pogba play live a couple times, yeah, and the stuff he does, and you can see him getting frustrated because the rest of his team are not there mentally.
They're not on the wavelength.
Now, when you watch Paul Pogba play with his brethren at France, on the French team, and all of them players are ballers, it's a totally different argument. And it's that classic saying, you're as strong as your weakest link. You're absolutely right, Femi.
That's so right for football. And the thing is, I think in team sport, people overestimate the superstar. You know, like with like individual sports like tennis and like F1 and things like that, you can like maybe put forward the argument that it was just me. But you see, like in team sport, actually the weakest link matters. And the weakest link has to be good. The weakest link can't be average.
But let me ask you something though. Yeah, you see Michael Jordan in the documentary, he was saying that he was coming in 3 hours earlier than everyone else to train, yeah, and then he was there after training, working on extra shots, yeah. Now, as a teammates, you come in, you feel like there's a basic structure of how much training you should do. When you see him doing that, you put in more, so you're improving yourself based on the best player in your team. Don't that count for nothing?
You see, right? You see. Yeah, of course it does. But you see what you're saying there, yeah. You see in basketball, yeah. You see the bench. The bench play a huge role in basketball. Everyone sees Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, all of these players. But you see, them man, they need to rest, you know. Them man, they can't play a whole game. So when them man, they rest, it's the bench that step up, and the bench need to either keep you at an even kill or, score, 2 or 3 or 4 baskets. Whereas when them man are on, them man are scoring 8, 9, 10. So your bench is very, very, very important. If you got a solid starting 5 but a dead bench, you will get battered every single week. Because them man they can't do it on their own. And even though Jordan was putting in the work, it's like Ronaldo. Ronaldo to me is by far the best footballer in the world, based on his work ethic, his footballing brain, and what he's done to build his physical physique to that level. Ronaldo on any domestic team is absolutely amazing because he's got other great players around him. See, when he's playing for Portugal, fam, there's only probably about another 1 or 2 Portuguese players that are decent. There's only about another 1 or 2 Portugal players that are decent. That's why even when they lost the other day, to come up, he was vexed. He's vexed. He said, "This team dead."
What to say? You man are shit, man. Imagine changing. You man are shit, man. Fuck you, man. Nah, man, you're shit, man.
You man are shit.
Can you imagine that? Like, can you imagine you went to the changing room? It's like we go offset, and Ace is like, "No, man, all you man, you're shit, man. You fuck this podcast, man." What? And you can't say nothing. You can't even say nothing, you know.
And these times, Lee, on top of that, yeah, he's getting 10 million a show. You're getting 1.
Yeah, I know it.
That's what Jordan was doing to them.
Jordan's taking the piss. Absolutely annihilated.
It's mad. Hey, so you're allowed to talk about Matt Hancock?
Well, I'll jump in whenever I feel comfortable.
Well, okay. Not even that. Let's start off with the serious part of it. Boris Johnson. Like, do you think it was right that he just accepted his apology and kept it moving, or do you think he should have just handled it and sacked him?
The thing is, like, what was he going to sack? Is he sacking him for cheating on his wife, or is he sacking him for breaking the rules?
Cheating on his wife has got nothing to do with nothing.
No.
Yeah, it's breaking the rules, isn't it?
It's breaking the rules.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have got around that. Surely he could have just said, "Yeah, she's my age."
Can we go back? Can we start at the footage? Can we start at the footage? Start at the footage, please?
Let's start properly. Let's undo this.
In it. Let's go back to the beginning. In the beginning. What he done in the room. You're in the big yard, You're in the big yard. He bust the door. He looked back, and and he tinged it up. Are you mad? Come on, man. I think everyone's been down there. Not cheating wise, but I mean, like, you doing a sneaky one at work. No? Am I the only one?
Never. No way. Absolutely no way.
At work, being single. I'm not saying that in a relationship. God, come on, guys.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, if I
you ain't blocked the door so the kids can't get in, Ace, while your lips like wifey.
I don't know. You're talking
and you put your foot by the door so they can't get in. So if they open the door, your big foot's in the way. And this time your whole like wifey lips and breathing heavy. You chat shit, man. I know you done that. We all done that. If you ain't done a sneaky one. Sneaky. Come on. Matt Hancock was breathing heavy.
Would you say?
Go ahead, Femi. Go on.
So, I couldn't have scripted that any better, man. That was a comedy. That was like a well scripted. The guy came in, he looked around, made sure no one was there, closed the door, and then you know the bit like where what like held her shoulders and held her. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
you could
They've
just
been
hear
doing that for a
you could hear
minute.
you could
That was
hear
the first time.
No, it was a good. It felt like a very good, well scripted performance, but it was real.
She loved it.
Yeah.
She's naughty, man.
But yeah, I think I suppose like what's there to add? Like ultimately, I just felt like in terms of the way Boris handled it, he's just not handled anything well. He's not cared. I think they just get away with anything.
He can get away with anything. I think he's living proof that he can get away with anything.
Yeah, I
swear that's what somebody said in it. Somebody said that if you're conservative just means you get away with anything. Anything you want to do, you just get away with. That's what being a conservative is.
Because clearly the press want them in power, so they never really interrogate them. They never really question them that much. Like Boris doesn't really do any interviews. He just gives speeches. Like if you check, like the whole time he's been prime minister, he just gives speeches. He barely does any, like, you know, like he wouldn't come on Cut the Chat. Like, you know, one of those.
Yeah.
He'll do a speech for the man them to play out, but he wouldn't come on Cut the Chat. And so, like, I just feel like they, like the government are just getting a free run. Labour is not really opposing them on anything. You could do anything. Literally, they've broken the law again and again and again, and nothing's happened. It's kind of surreal. So I'm not shocked. In a way, it kind of feels like he's being made the fall guy because, like, someone was gonna be made the fall guy for this thing, and because
for what thing? What thing?
You know, like for the way they've handled the pandemic, I feel like he's been the poster child. He's been the poster child for the Conservatives and the way they've handled the pandemic. And so by getting rid of him, you're almost saying we're making a clean start.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that.
But who was the cameraman that leaked it?
That's
it's not the camera. It's the CCTV guy.
That's what they're investigating. That's what they're investigating. How it leaked.
Why does that matter?
You know why? Because you got to think. Let's be honest, yeah. You work in that kind of office and them cameras up. Well, he didn't know the camera was there.
Nah,
I don't know why that matters.
It matters, Ace. I'm going to tell you why it matters.
Of course, it matters.
It doesn't.
Because do you know why it matters? Because they're having very, very, very sensitive conversations. Yeah, and we're not even talking about that. But that was his personal life. Like, imagine they're walking through the offices, and having conversations about, policies and this and that and that. That
war, COVID, arms. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I hear you. You're right. But I think there's cameras everywhere. We're like the most watched city in the world.
No, you know why it matters? Because a lot of these government buildings, like Damon said, like this is like high security stuff. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And it should be, there should be some level of discretion. I'm not saying obviously people should be able to cheat on their wives and like it not be captured and blah, blah, blah. But like this could be like, I don't know, they could be having a top security meeting in there and someone just leaks the video.
Yeah.
That's got all the material. Do you get what I'm saying? So like there needs to be a certain degree
of from me. Like I'm with KG. This has got something to do with Dominic Cummings. He probably just put a little like to all of the security and camera people, keep an eye on my man, innit? Get something on him, I'm gonna drop you 10 bags. This is Dominic Cummings, this is him getting his revenge all day long. But like I was chatting to one of my neighbors earlier, and the neighbor said the same thing as you, Ace. Like, how did you not notice cameras? You know what I've realized? It's only black people that know where security cameras are,
You ain't lying.
Here we go.
Lying.
Like honestly, ask Ash, just out of sheer boredom, anywhere I am, I just count the amount of security cameras there are.
Weird. You're weird. That's weird.
Just out,
No, I don't do that. I just know where they are because I'm a thief.
But Damon's the kind of person that will go into a venue and look for where the fire exit is. I've seen you do
Yeah,
it.
standard.
Why though? Like, fam, just enjoy yourself, innit? Like, just enjoy yourself. Like,
Brother.
have you ever been
Nah,
in a
That's that
venue where there's
Croydon,
been a
that Croydon
fire?
mentality, boy.
Nah, bro.
Nah. Listen, I need to know how to get out. I don't need to know how to get in. I'm in already. I need to know how to get out. And you
That's
see, if
it.
there's one exit, I'm not far from that exit, Rude Boy. You've lost
Oh,
your
my God.
mind.
Did you ever go Fridge Bar?
Yes.
In Brixton.
Yeah.
So you know, like Fridge Bar, yeah, it's got the skinny stairs, and then there's a club. It's in a basement, skinny stairs, and when it pops off in there, it's only one in. There's only one way in and out. You're like, you have to just stand by the wall while they're fighting and they get tired, because you're not getting out. You're just not getting
Wait
out.
till they get
You
tired.
just gotta wait till they get tired and just hopefully that you don't get hold a bottle or a glass or get dragged into it. You just gotta wait by the wall until it stops. It's so scary. There's no other exit. I'm so glad it's been shut down, but I did have some good times in there.
Yeah, Matt Hancock, boy. I don't know. I mean,
I think everything about him was a parody. I remember the time he was fake crying on TV. That was disgusting. I can't believe he really did that.
you see all of that?
You see that there? That when he went on TV and tried to fake cry and no one questioned it, I was like, this is just weird. This is like, these men are like budget actors.
Off-key boys club. That's where they come from.
Bro,
Off-key
it's
boys
mental.
club.
But yeah, it's just and also I just find it interesting. Obviously, I don't want to like make this a race debate, but now the Conservatives have like three people of Asian descent in like high ranking positions. Like, you know, so obviously there's like an Asian Home Secretary and also Chancellor, and now we've got the Health Secretary. And what do you lot think about that? Do you have lots of Asian friends that are Conservatives?
Who?
I don't know, any of you.
No.
No, I don't. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Possibly.
I'm gonna get my Asian brethren to come on, yeah. Like, one of.
Why?
Not my singular Asian brethren, like just one of, yeah. To see, yeah. Like why? To see whether all Asian people are conservative. Why do they have bare Asian people in their party?
Just like that, my man was just like, yeah, 19th of July, go out, it's fine, don't worry about it. It's definitely, we're not.
Yeah, he's making that.
On
Like,
it.
say,
He's
yeah,
like,
nothing long.
19th of July, that's it.
Is that what Sajid said?
Yeah, he said, open the things, 19th of July. No,
Yeah.
it's not going any further than that. 19th of
Innit?
July, you lot can come outside.
Money's
You know what it is,
running.
though? You know what? He's got no choice. I'm gonna tell you why he's got no choice. Have you not noticed that there's a higher amount of people since Matt Hancock that are not wearing masks,
No, I haven't, to be fair.
bruv?
No, not really. You know.
You man don't go shopping. Go shopping. Go Tesco's. Go Lidl. Go them places there. Yeah. Fam, I went Tesco's
Waitrose.
today. Okay, big man. Yeah.
Oh, you heard that? Sorry, I thought I whispered.
Harrods.
Is it Ace?
Yeah, that's how I do my food shopping.
Harvey Nick.
Okay. All right. All right.
Harrods Food Market.
I
Harrods
see
food
you,
market.
man. All right.
Portland
Banging. The
Masons.
corned beef is banging.
You know what? I see you, man. You might need to start paying me for your trims, but anyway. Anyway. Nah, I've noticed. I'm speaking to a lot of people. People are like, hold on, wait. You, the guy who made up the rule to tell us that we have to wear masks, are doing that, bro. I've seen so many people that are like, nah, I'm done. And I'm not even gonna lie. I'm one of them, bro. There's no way you could be health secretary and be telling people. Remember, and it's not even that you was telling people. Remember, people have been fined. You know, people have been fined. Do you remember in the midst of this, you had them? There was these two women that were going jogging in Richmond Park. And you remember when the police were setting up little roadblocks to ask you how far you've come from, how far you've travelled. And
Yeah.
the woman there, she was like, I came from blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, that's more than 5 miles. You got to go back home. Fam, they've had people out here ruining people's lives for you to have just been carrying on with foolishness. Nah, I'm done. You cannot tell me anything again. No way.
Can I just say though, this is not in his defense or anything, yeah. But if she's his age, yeah, or his right hand woman or whatever, yeah.
Before you continue,
Yeah.
let me just throw something off. Remember, at the beginning of this whole thing, they
Yeah.
turned around and said, everyone's
Opposite.
got to stay in their house, yeah?
Yeah.
What they also said is that if you have a sexual partner, you cannot see them. You can't see them.
I know, but they were out working though. They work together.
What does that mean?
So they're gonna see
Social
each other.
distancing.
They're gonna see each other.
No,
Social
Damon,
distancing.
they were in each other's bubble. That's what Boris said today.
That's what I'm saying. They're in each other's
Of course
bubble.
he said that.
That's what he
There
should have
you
said
go.
that from day. I don't understand what the issue is. She's in my
Right.
bubble.
There you go. Of course he said that. But you know what it is? That's how you know them man are lying and them man are scrambling, because you would have said that at the beginning, but you didn't. Yeah.
You know what I want to know? Do you know what I want to know? How much does she earn doing that job that she's doing? What is she, allied? What is
No,
she? She's allied.
she was making M's. She was a consultant, fam.
She was making M's.
she's
no,
making
put it
mil-
this way. No, she might have not been making M's, but she's definitely a millionaire.
No, I know she's a millionaire because she's married to a millionaire, but I wanted to know how much she was earning doing that role that she was doing.
Did you see the husband like helping her pack?
Because my thing is, if she's doing it and she's earning a dead change, was she not like a plug in there then?
No, Lee, it wasn't a dead change. Man plugged her up with the job. He got her the job.
Yeah, but what was her job though?
She was a consultant.
For
I
him?
don't know, you consult, innit?
I thought she was like his PA.
No. He got her the proper thing, bro.
Oh.
You know when you get to a certain level, Lee, yeah? You see them consultant jobs, yeah? See when you get to a certain level, yeah? You can just plug your brethrens to be consultants. Obviously, they could either do loads of work or no work.
Either
So
way,
you're saying
they're
is-
getting paid.
What you're
Either
saying,
way,
I
they're
can
getting
get my
paid.
side thing, 100 bags a year, and just zip stuff at work.
All right, me, real
I got the
talk.
plug.
yeah. And it's sad to say, yeah, and I don't even want to bring this up and bring our people down, but this is what has been happening throughout Africa and the Caribbean for years. When man gets in power, they just get their brethren to be like head of.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that though. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing
Nothing
wrong
wrong
with
with
that.
that.
Ace.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing
Ace.
wrong with that.
Ace.
Yeah.
How can I give you the role of head of transportation when you know nothing about transportation? I'm
No.
just giving you a role.
Let me explain what I mean by that. White people have been doing what's the name of it again, Femi?
Tell me.
When you just
Ginnels-
when you put your people, when you
Nepotism?
put your family in
Nepotism.
Nepotism. There you go. I've been doing nepotism for
Well, not just white
hundreds.
people. Not just white people.
All right, not just
the
white
whole
people.
world.
Ne-
But white people, obviously, because this
No,
is their
but
country.
people
Where this
thrive.
is their country, they
Yeah.
do it here.
People thrive off nepotism. It helps you create generational wealth. Like, we need to be doing it better. Maybe we don't do it in the best way, but we need to be doing it better. Like, even like the rappers, like they've signed their deal and they go get the man off the hood to be their security. Them man weren't making the money before. They weren't making no check. And now all of a sudden you got a security.
Ace. Chat to MC Hammer about that.
Like, he went a bit deep with it. But I do feel like we should be putting our people in positions. Like, if
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? If
Absolutely.
if I'm super gone and I know that I'm gonna need a trim every Saturday, you're gonna be and I'm gonna be on the road. I've got a brethren that is my barber. Like, you're gonna be with me.
Fam,
If I need to make a film, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not that guy now. I'm just not getting paid for it, Ace.
You know what I mean? though? I just feel like we should be putting our people on.
No,
I think we don't do it enough.
I totally agree with you. And you know what? On that, yeah, I love the movement that these young artists are on. Even though I don't necessarily like their music, I don't appreciate their music, I like how they're moving. You know, there's a couple young artists from around the way, yeah, and they've just got their brethren on their team as
the manager, yeah.
And I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. You know?
Let's be honest, it doesn't always work.
It doesn't always work. Of course, it doesn't.
Doesn't always work.
But also, it doesn't always work when you get somebody who's qualified for the job to come and do the job. That doesn't always work as well. My thing is, obviously, you can't just jump in the role just to read. Make an effort in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you make me your manager, Ace, when you must, I'll answer a couple phone calls. I'll miss a lot, but I'll answer a couple phone calls.
Right, if I lose money because of you, I'll be fuming.
You get a couple bookings in that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. More
But yeah.
nepotism. More nepotism is my point.
More of that.
No, I think
Yeah.
definitely. I think within I'm seeing it a lot more within the black community, like people bringing people in and all of that stuff. And I just feel like actually the problem with most industries, though, what we need to be conscious of, the problem with most industries is that the problem has been that people only hire their friends. And so we've not been able to gain access because people would rather hire their friends and children of their friends than like give jobs out. I say to people all the time, I've never used a CV to get a job in my life. Someone asked for my CV the other day, yeah, for one of the biggest broadcasters in the world. You probably can guess. And I didn't reply. I didn't reply to their email because I didn't even know what it like. I was like, I didn't even know how to reply.
What, you just didn't know what to do?
Fam, I just aired out their email because I was like, bro, like, do you know who I am? Like, like I've done so much work. Just do my
Use your
CV by
Googles.
yourself on the
Use your
internet.
Googles.
Use your Googles, man.
Use your Googles.
No, genuinely, I'm being honest. So you get to a certain point where it's like you've done so much, and it's all from relationships, or like people plugging you, or like people like knowing your work, and then do you know what I mean? It's like it's very, and that's what I tell young people as well. If you want to get into an industry, network within that industry, develop relationships within that industry, rather than like, do you know what I mean? How many of your barbers have just come in and handed in their CVs?
No, I agree. And I was talking about Jeremiah Asiyama today to somebody, and he comes to mind when it comes to that. I remember him when he was just running around at Radio 1, you know, just breading people, just being about, just, you know, looking, and now look at him. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. And even about the barbers, I think one of the country's leading young barbers, that was it. He used to get his hair cut in the barber shop, then he started working in the barber shop, sweeping, cleaning, doing all that kind of stuff. And you know, he's on his way to being something great and not a CV in sight. So yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. But you know, we're not telling people not to.
I'm not saying obviously if you want an office job, you need to get a CV in it, like, but actually relationships within that sector is just as important as your CV. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm slightly different. Like, I exist in a weird space in what I do and like in the industry I work in, but which is like my work matters more than like some words on a piece of paper. But like generally speaking, like, you know, whatever industry you work in, like people need to know who you are informally, and people knowing who you are informally is as important as people receiving that piece of paper, because that piece of paper is a piece of paper, not a person.
Ay, caramba.
Anyway, it's boring, but Matt Hancock, man, it's over. It's good, man. I'm tired of seeing that guy, man. He was overexposed. I'm tired of seeing him. He needs to play background for a while. Let's see our Asian brothers and sisters for a while. Let's see them do their madness and like.
You think he can come back from this? Do you think he's gonna get another
No,
job?
he's done.
Yeah.
Fam, he fake cried on TV. I couldn't get over that. I can't believe everyone else was just cool with that.
Yeah, but people didn't care about that. People didn't care about that. No one cared about that. He was still working. People didn't care about that.
I think the
And
whole
no one's
thing.
gonna care about that.
The whole thing is just like a sorry mess. I'm glad we're moving on. We just need to move on from this Boris one as well. Like, just move on. We just need to get rid of all of them. Like, you know, one by one, get back to like, you know, a level of competency, get back to a government that's just not breaking the law when it, that doesn't break the law willy-nilly, because at the moment they just do what they like. And no, like, there's no way out because they've got a 5-year mandate. Like, they only won the election, it's not even been 2 years now. And so we've got bare time with them, boy. So I just think we need all of them just go. Like this Pretty, just go. All of Pretties. Do you know what I hate? Do you know what I don't like about ethnic minorities? Do you know the type of ethnic minority that I don't like? I read somewhere, yeah, and I might have said this quote before on Cut the Chat, but I'm gonna say it again because it's the best quote for this type of ethnic minority stroke. Some black people like this as well. I read this quote. I said, during slavery, right? during slavery, there were slaves that worked for the slave masters, right? House slaves, we called them mostly, yeah, in modern day terms. Descendants of those people still exist till today.
Deep.
And that's what a lot of these people are like. That's all I'm going to say about people like Prince, because they come and do like the bidding. Basically, Priti Patel going on TV supporting racist views, to me, is more sickening than a super conservative white English politician going on TV supporting a racist view. And I'm just gonna leave it as that, because I don't even like people always dissing her and like all of this stuff. It's not even a slanging match. I just find it very difficult as a black person, as an ethnic minority person, whatever you want to call the grouping of non-white people, right? I find it difficult to sit there and watch Kwame Kwarteng and Priti. I saw Kwame Kwarteng on 180 Strand. I wanted to go over to him and like bad him up.
His name's not Kwame Kwarteng. Kwesi.
Kwame, whatever his name is. I just wanted to go over to him. It is Kwesi. Sorry, I was being offended.
Kwame Kwarteng is a legend. You're thinking of my man from The Influence.
No, not him. I'm talking about Kwesi Kwarteng, right? And I just wanted to go over to him and slap him up, man.
Okay, we was never gonna do that though. Let's not. Femi's a law-abiding citizen.
No. I was never gonna do that. Yeah. But I'm just saying to you how I felt. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not that guy. I'm never gonna slap anyone up. Like, I'm not even saying that so that no one could they can come and get me if they want, and we can have a debate about it. But ultimately, in that moment, I was looking at this man. I was just thinking, you're one of those house people. You're just doing the bidding of the master. I hope it pays off, man.
Can we talk about something that I'm allowed to talk about now?
Yeah.
Did you not watch Soulja Boy versus Bow Wow?
I watched like 10 minutes of it. It was kind of lit. I know that music.
It was so fun. It was actually fun. I watched this because I didn't watch it live. I watched it Sunday morning. I was like, let me just have a look at this and see what it's like. Too much fun. It was one of my favorite verses, you know.
Really?
Soulja Boy don't give a shit.
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow morning.
Soulja Boy played the same record 3 times. I didn't care. It was too fun. It was so much fun. And salute to Bow Wow. I thought Bow Wow was nonsense, but he's got bangers, you know. He's actually got bangers. And you forget about the tunes that he had.
Is the man. What are you talking about?
Bow Wow is the man. Bow Wow is the man. Bow Wow is the man.
He's got rhythms. It looked fun though. It did look fun, to be fair.
It looked fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I watched about 10 minutes of it, yeah, and it was lit. I watched the bit where they were like, I've got a Beyonce collaboration.
Yeah.
And then what's his name? Soulja Boy done his little man did him. I was thinking Beyonce didn't collaborate with you. She just sampled your little thing.
But he's got a writing credit on that tune.
Do you know which one I just heard? Do you know which writing credit I heard about? Like, I was listening to Drink Champs here one time, and the writing credit that blew my mind. Should I tell you which one blew my mind?
One.
Do you remember the rapper Trinidad James?
Yeah.
You know he had that tune, Don't Believe Me, Just Watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's got Bruno Mars.
Do you know that blew my mind?
Yeah, he's got a writing credit on Uptown Funk.
Sorry, you made the most money in your life, yeah? Because the next man decided to sing Don't Believe Me, Just Watch in their rhythm.
Trinidad James.
See that line, yeah, has made him more money than probably all of us on this call have made in our lives. No disrespect to all of us.
He signed a mad deal as well, Trinidad James. They thought he was going to be like huge. And it was just one record. It was just one record.
One tune, and kept it moving. What you do, what you got to do, innit?
Yeah. Keith Sweat versus Bobby Brown is happening. You saying Damon?
Bobby Brown's in the body, man. Bobby Brown should body.
Firstly, yeah, is Bobby Brown going to make it through the whole verses? That's the first.
He's going to be wave up, innit?
Yeah, you know me.
Don't sleep on Keith though. Don't sleep on Keith.
Keith Sweat's my guy.
Yeah, don't sleep on Keith.
My guy. Bobby's. But I think. Do you know what it is? Do you know why it's not fair? Because I think Bobby will duppy Keith Sweat, duppy him quickly.
Bobby's got New Edition records. That's the only reason why. Yeah, so that's why it's not really fair.
He has, and the thing is, Bobby Brown, was in that era where you see like young black music was taking off. Like, you see Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat, he landed, he's doing old people's music. He wasn't doing young people's music. Bobby Brown.
Keith's got slow jams though, bruv.
Yes, absolutely.
What? Keith has got slow jams.
Ace. Bobby Brown came with the high top lean.
Nobody gonna change it like me. Nobody. Hey, Keith is gonna go in now. You know what? Keith, don't sleep on Keith, bruv. Don't sleep on Keith. That should be interesting.
Guy.
They're doing it live at Essence Fest. It's gonna be a festival.
Bro, Keith Sweat is my guy, but Bobby's got the dance moves. He's got the trim, and he's got the rhythms. Bobby's got this. Come on. Come on. Are you mad?
I had Mary J on the show last week, yeah, and I asked her about verses, and her face said it all. She's like, fam, don't ask me about that. She's like, I'm not on it. She's just, you can tell she's just not on it.
Do you know what?
It's never happening.
I felt like it was a cheesy concept at first, but actually it's actually could be something great.
Nah, it's banging. It's banging. It's wicked.
It's a wicked concept now.
I think so.
Do you know what I mean?
I think so.
Competitive, innit? It makes things competitive.
Why is she not on it, Ace?
She's not on it. I was just like, I said, are we ever going to see you on that versus stage? She said, no. She was like, no, nah. I goes, I bet the phone's been ringing off the hook. She goes, yes. You can tell she's fed up of answering that question. Like, she's not on it.
And who would they put her against? Faith?
Huh?
Who are they going to put her against? Faith?
So there was a fake flyer that was Tony Braxton versus Mary J. Blige. Did you see that one?
But Mary J. would body Tony Braxton, even though Tony Braxton's got bangers, but
Mary would body Tony. I think only Mariah could go up against Mary.
I swear.
Oh, yeah, that might be a flex, actually.
Ace,
Mariah.
Tony Braxton's your girl.
Yeah.
Then you got on a date together one time.
I want to see Beyonce, Rihanna.
Man.
That would be sick, but that's never gonna happen either.
What, Beyonce, Rihanna?
Yeah.
Beyonce would do like Beyonce versus Beyonce and Destiny's Child.
Beyonce versus Destiny's Child, you know.
Or
Beyonce, but
Jay-Z versus Beyonce.
Jay-Z versus Beyonce. That's all you're getting.
Yeah, that would be a flex.
That'd be
a flex, though.
That'd be
a flex, though.
You'll never get.
Raw. Okay.
Well, raw. Our podcast done, you know.
We're still.
We're live on YouTube. We're live
on YouTube. You can just.
The recording will stop still.
We can.
Recording stopped.
But I need to go anyway because I've got shit.
I need to go as well. I need to go and make some coin.
Oh yeah, and I need to watch Love Island.
That's
come on.
That's the road to.
That's the road.
Do you know what?
How's it going?
I'll be honest. I've only watched the first episode. I'm gonna watch because I'm trying to catch up. But I had to watch another reality show because I had an interview today.
What, the Netflix one about the decrease in money? Too hot to touch or something?
Yeah, it's like what they're making shows about anything. Lee, would you be able to do this? Yeah.
So
in your single, this is in your single days. I would never ask you to do this now. So they take 12 singletons, yeah, 6 hot girls, 6 good-looking guys. They put them on an island, sexy island, yeah. All of them obviously fancy each other, and they say, look, there's 100K. If you guys don't touch each other, don't touch yourselves, don't do nothing, someone can win this 100K. But every time somebody does something, the money just keeps decreasing.
Okay, hold on. When they say somebody can win this 100K, who's the somebody?
I don't know. I haven't worked out who wins the money yet. I haven't worked out who gets the money yet. But someone's gonna get the money. There's a pot of 100K, and the premise is no one's allowed to do nothing.
You know what's mad, about these shows, How much do you win if you do Love Island?
50,000.
50K. I think that's 50K.
You know what? I suppose you can make loads of money afterwards, innit?
You make loads of money after.
I was thinking, like, it's not a lot of money to go and embarrass yourself on TV.
100%.
But it is life-changing money if you like get all these like brands.
These programs are just made for Lee. They're just made for him. And his antics.
We just say, I'll be in their body and don't try and get me with.
To be fair, it's not even that big. Like, it's 3 weeks. You could come on, man. But loads of us have been on quarantine and not been able to touch no one for 18 months. And these lot are beefing about not being able to touch a girl for 3 weeks. That's dead.
Okay,
yeah, but
nobody paid attention to that rule. You know anyone that paid attention to that rule?
Yes. I got blue balls. All right, guys, we're gonna guys, we are gonna be back next Tuesday, if that's okay.
Can I ask you something? Yeah,
Go
quickly?
for it.
So I saw some trainers the other day, yeah, and it was an international sale, innit? And I didn't want to do it. This is random, by the way. And then the person made me do it, like, and I thought it was going to be too expensive. Worked out, say, £13 to send it. I included that in the fees, sent it to them. They messaged me today saying, would I go halves on the duty fee of €17?
No,
Are they mugging me?
no. That's
Are
their
they mugging
business. That's their business. Have they paid you already?
Yeah.
Why you even like just delete them, bro?
I
Block
should have
them.
I should have
Like just like no. No. Do you know why though? And should I tell you why? Should I tell you why I feel that way? Because I've bought things from America before and you think that's the price. And then when it comes to your house, FedEx when I charge you an extra 60, 70 quid just for a box of whatever.
Lee, do you know why Ace is so vexed? You remember the time when the person tried to bump Ace?
Oh yeah, what did I do? Send my laptop or something?
Man tried to steal a laptop from me, you know, and then told me to suck my mum. That's what it had the nerve to tell me to suck my mum after he was trying to rob from me. Now I'm getting triggered again.
Hey, I was with Auntie yesterday, innit?
Again?
She's back.
Yeah, man, she's back, man.
She's
How is
back.
she?
Bro, you know what? She's actually starting to look better. I think I'm falling in love.
Okay.
You know what happened? You know what happened? When the money is good looking.
Hey, Femi, do you know what? She was so nice to me yesterday. I started thinking, am I catching feelings for this woman? She was so nice to me. She's like, listen, I got the bus to Dawson and I don't want to do it. But again, can you pick me up? I said, all right, I'll come and pick you up. She's like, she was so, oh, you're so lovely. I remember, oh, you're such a nice boy. She's proper sticking it on me. I swear she's flirting now. But she had this glow, like she was glowing. She looked healthy.
Lee,
I was like,
are you
wow.
all right? What's going on, bro?
I don't know, man.
All right.
She said, bye, lovely.
Femi,
was nice to me.
knows. Femi said that this was happen from the first moment you started talking about her. Femi said this is gonna happen.
And you know what's funny about this whole thing, yeah? Oh, never mind. It's funny.
You want to see how it plays out, innit?
You know what's funny about this whole thing? That this whole thing's happening to Lee, the most anti-African out of all.
Innit? It's a sign.
Hey, let us go watch his program, man. Hey,
I'm not even. I've got to record some stuff, but yeah, there you go.
Some stuff, on Love Island.
No, I work all day, every day. That's what I do. But yeah, we'll be back next Tuesday, 9 o'clock, same normal time next week, hopefully. And is there anything else we have to promote before we go? No. Love you guys. Till next week. Rate, subscribe, comment. Okay, lock off the